Lesson 4-5, Walking Away with $1 Million. The main focus in this lesson is for you to determine how many dollar bills would cover a book. And then I want you to find the value of your book if it were made of $5 bills. I want to discuss the strategies you use to do that. And then I want you to decide whether you could fit $1 million in a box given a specific size, and then explain how you knew that your answer made sense. But just like our previous lessons, we must do our mental math and fluency first. So look at our first number. You would read it, and remember, we always put the numbers that are together before the comma and the numbers together after the comma. So this is 34,005. How would I write that in expanded form? So in other words, the 3 is in what place value? 10,000s. So I have 3 10,000s. The number 4, what place value is it in? Well, 4 is in the thousands. So I would need 4 thousands. And 5 is in the ones place, so I need 5 ones. When I add this number together, I get my original standard form number. So let's look at the next one. 60,071. The 6 again is in what place value? 10,000s. So it'd be 6 in the 10,000s place. Plus, all the way down to here, listen to what I say, 70. Right. So I need to add 7 tens. And finally, the last number is 1. So I need 1 in the ones place. 60,071. My final number, read it with me, 83,400. Again, how do I write that in expanded form? I have 8 in the 10,000s place, so I got 8 10,000s, plus 3's in the thousands place, 3,000s, plus 4, which is in the hundreds place, so 4 hundreds. Don't forget that we do have posters hanging in our room to help you if you forget how to write a number in standard form and how to write your number in expanded form. Math Masters page TA 37 has some dollar bills that you're going to need to cut out for this next activity. So please pause the recording now, go get those, cut them out, put your initials on the back of them in case you drop them on the floor or you lose them so that we know whose they are. And then turn the recording back on to complete what I'm going to ask of you. If you have the recording back on, I know that you have already cut out your $1 bills. What I want you to do is I want you to cover your math journal with your cutout bills. Now, you might notice that the bills may not fit exactly on the book, so you're going to need to estimate the number of whole bills that will cover your page. Then I want you to use the dollar bills to help you complete the problem on Math Journal page 117. So, how many bills did it take you to cover your book? Make a sketch to show how you arranged those bills. And then I want you to bring it up to me and show it to me. So in other words, I want you, and I'm just going to draw this quickly, so this by no means is going to be perfect, and I'm sorry, I just ran my mouse off the table, so it even looks a little worse than what I wanted. If you lined your bills up this way, you would draw it. Now, I'm assuming that 2 bills will fit across your math journal. It may not. You might have to actually line your bills up this way instead. And you might notice that it actually fits 2.5. Draw how you figured out how many bills it would take to cover your math journal. And again, use those same dollar bills now to help you complete page 117. It reads, this picture of a dollar bill is about the same size as an actual dollar bill. All United States bills are the same size and weight. How many bills did it take to cover your book? And make sure you make a sketch of that on this page. The second part says to pretend the pages in your book are made of $5 bills. How much money would you have then? Show and tell me how you figured that out. So you need to pause the recording now to do that activity, and then you need to bring it up to me so that I can see how you figured it out. Pause the recording now and do that, please. Again, I'm just going through the pages to get you to our next activity. Here are going to be some of the sample answers, which I will have already had discussed with you. Math Masters, page 154. Please get that so we can do this next activity together. Imagine that you have done a heroic deed and you will be given $1 million as a reward. You get a box from your teacher to carry the money home. Use what you learned in Math Message and the following facts to solve the problems on the following screen. So let's take a look. Again, you should have Math Masters page 154 in front of you. They're telling you that this stack of bills is 1 inch. And this box holds 10 reams of paper. In that stack, you have about 250 bills. The ream of paper is 2 inches high. Use what you know again and the following facts to solve the problem. Is it possible to fit the reward of $1 million in dollar bills in your box? So you're going to have to think what a ream of paper looks like. How many stacks of bills, when you know they're going to go too high. You have your dollar bills sitting in front of you. So if it's the same size as a sheet of paper, do you think you could get out a sheet of paper and lay your bills that you have on top of that to figure out this answer? Yes, you can. I want you to pause the recording now and try to see if you can come up with an answer for this problem. When you are done and you think you have the answer, I want you to bring it up to me. Remember, before you bring it to me, you should be asking yourself, does this make sense based on what I know? Or am I completely off? This is the end of 4-5.